Love Tribe. Welcome to Love Talks with Shan. And if you're new to this channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. In this space, we explore the many dimensions of love using my oracle cards to guide my readings. So please share your thoughts in the comment section below. Make sure you've got your favorite drink with you. Get comfortable and let's dive in. And please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to see more Love Talks with Shan. Right. Oh, and if you love my content and you want to support me, I do have a Ko-fi link as well in my bio. So yes, thank you everyone. Oh yeah, and thank you for all the lovely messages as well. I really enjoyed reading through them as well. But yeah, so let's get into it. So today's card reading, or pick a card reading should I say, is about who's thinking of you and why. So that's who's thinking of you and why. So I've got three piles: pile 1, pile 2 and pile 3. Just give you a moment, just think like what pile do you feel drawn to? You know, what do you feel, what energy are you feeling, a certain energy from a certain pile? I'll give you a moment just to pick a pile. Right, perfect. And I'll just pop pile 2 and 3 off to the side. So here we go, we're starting with our first pile 1. Right, and the first card that came out was, what should I say, is I was hiding my true feelings from you because I was scared of commitment and I didn't want to lose my freedom. I was hiding my true feelings from you because I was scared of commitment and I didn't want to lose my freedom. Wow, that says a lot, doesn't it, Love Tribe? I'm just getting a lot of frustration as well from this energy. I feel like this person is definitely struggling with their feelings, their emotions, and the fact that they're scared of commitment. It's a bit of a, what's that word, catch-22, where they're kind of like stuck in a bit of limbo, where they don't want to lose you, but at the same time they're kind of scared of commitment, but they're probably not even voicing this to you. So I can imagine how frustrating or frustrated you may be feeling, but clearly this person doesn't actually know how to navigate their feelings. Let's put it that way. They don't know how to deal with it. They're scared of commitment. Maybe it's something in their past and something that's happened to them why they're scared of commitment. It could also be through past trauma. Again, it could be family life as well, why they might be scared of commitment. Maybe they've had people in the past leave and they're probably feeling like, I don't want to make myself vulnerable to this person, and then this happens. But however, I do I'm really interested in them, but at the same time I'm on the fence, let's put it that way. But I need some more clarity from this, but I'm getting that maybe things could be going a bit fast really quickly and they are not sure how to manage that as well. But let's keep going to see what else has come up for pile 1. Right, so the next card that came up is I'm ready to come clean. I can't lose you again. I am ready to come clean. I can't lose you again. So Love Tribe, I feel like there's quite a few messages coming in today, should I say. I'm getting that there's probably multiple situations here. As well as, this person who may be feeling like, oh, I'm scared of commitment, but at the same time I don't want to lose you. I'm hiding my true feelings because I don't want to, I'm scared of vulnerability. I'm scared to be vulnerable. I've had, negative experiences in the past, being vulnerable and showing my emotions and, speaking what's in, like, from my heart. And it's probably that they're dealing with. However, I am also getting another message coming through where it says here, I'm ready to come clean. I can't lose you again. So I'm feeling like in this situation or this connection, there could be like, I'm getting a bit of, there's been trust issues, or maybe there's a lot of probably infidelity. Yeah, so I'm getting quite a lot here. Maybe there could be some kind of conflict between you both that's happened, and maybe it could be, I'm getting a feeling that they could have possibly kept something from you, and they're kind of thinking, I need to come clean because I don't want to lose you. It's getting to the point where, things are not working out, we're arguing a lot, and I just need to come clean because I know what I want and I don't want to mess this up. So then I'm also getting that coming through as well. Let's keep going to see what else came up. So I've got here, no one understands me but you. No one understands me but you. So again, I'm getting that as well. I'm feeling like with all these messages coming through, it is a situation where this person is also thinking, like, me for me, like, not maybe in the first card situation they're hiding their feelings, but maybe it's something where I'm feeling like you know this, they're hiding their feelings. Does that make sense, love tribe? And again, it's like this person as well is saying, I'm ready to come clean. I can't lose you again because no one understands me but you. So you obviously see them for them. You might, I feel like emotions are quite high in this. I feel like there's a lot of emotions going on here where there's, I'm getting a feeling of maybe you're wanting to, take the connection to the next step. And again, I'm getting feelings of someone who is also just scared of that commitment. I'm getting feelings of someone who is also, they've done you wrong and they don't want to lose you, but also they want to come to you and say, look, I need to come clean. This is what I've done, or this is what's happened. And again, I don't want to lose you because no one understands me but you. But I just feel like there's a bit of conflict with this person. This person's a bit conflicted in their emotions and the way they manage their emotions and the way they resolve conflict as well. That's what I'm also getting that through. Oh, look at that. Love tribe. The next card that came up. Boom. I can't make a decision. I can't make a decision, and this is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like it's a situation where they are struggling with their own demons. So they're battling their own thoughts and the things that they think or feel should be right, if that makes sense. And maybe you've kind of held a mirror to that and say, look, this is it. And they're kind of having to like navigate that in their head. Again, I'm also getting, because of this is why this person is a bit scared. They make me feeling, I'm scared of commitment, but at the same time, you see me for me, and there's something, and I need to come clean. But the what it comes down to, what I feel is, again, this card came up because I feel like this person is struggling to make a decision. They really don't know how to handle it, and maybe it could be a first relationship for this person, or serious relationship, should I say, connection. Maybe they've not had anything serious like this before, or again, it could just be new feelings. Not being able to feel something like this before. They've never had this feeling before, and they just don't know how to navigate this. And maybe they've kind of done things that kind of affected this connection with you negatively, hence why I'm getting that sense, that feeling that this person also needs to come clean because they do not want to lose you. If you get what I mean, like, let me know if you get what I mean, love tribe. But I am getting a bit of, there's quite a few like energies coming in here. So I do feel like it could be someone, again, like I said here, hiding their true feelings from you because they're scared of commitment, but they don't want to lose you. Again, it could be someone who is, ready to come clean. They need to come clean. They've sat, they've reflected, They have now made themselves accountable for their actions, or maybe the things they might have said to you, and they are ready to come clean, and they do not want to lose you. They might be feeling also like they need to have that conversation. They need to be emotionally available to you, and they're not looking to, they don't want to risk losing you. But however, you know, they know that no one understands them like you, because I feel like you've taken that time out to actually really connect with this person, and they're feeling that, they're getting that from you, but they do struggle with making a decision. So I do think it could be based off of past experiences as well with that one. I did ask to see if there's any blockages, um, and I've got here what came up: ambivalent. You say you want a lover, but you're not all in. Take time to figure out what you want. So this is a blockage, what this person is going through. Their actions need to align more with what they are thinking, what they are feeling. So it's a situation where I do feel like they need to make that choice. They need to make that choice. The fact that they, as again, like, if you look at the picture, the person is actually kind of got their back to us, and they're kind of walking away into the forest. And what that is telling me as well is they know what they want. If you look at the scenery, it's quite calm, should I say. So I'm getting that kind of, that light, that glow. They know what they want. They know they want a lover, but they're not all in. And I feel like this is what they need to overcome. And it's something that I feel like they have been thinking about as well. Taking time to figure out what they want. And they figured that, what, I do not want to lose this connection. And that's what I'm feeling. This person has had a long, deep thought about, or think, should I say, about how they view you in this connection, what they see, what they want this connection to become, the next step forward. They have had time to actually look at this, and they know for a fact that they don't want to lose you, if that makes sense. Let me know if that makes sense, Love Tribe, in the comment section. But yeah, so that was the blockage for them. So I feel like, again, like I said, it's just them in their heads, and they just having to, realizing that they need to get out of that, and, they don't want to lose you. They don't want to risk losing you. Now, I did ask the cards if there's any confessions or any kind of advice related to pile one. And the first card that came up is Daydream. I often fantasize about you. I daydream about you every day. I can't get you off my mind all day, every day. I always wonder what you are doing. Sorry, there's a misspelling there. What you are doing and how you are feeling about me. Meet me in your dreams tonight so we can start making our future together in reality. I want to build a strong, solid foundation for us. Wow. Hey, so Love Tribe, if you picked pile one, what this is telling me is, again, it is something where they don't want to lose you. They are ready to come to you and you probably and express their emotions and how they feel around commitment, and they want to build that solid foundation with you. And I'm absolutely loving this card that's just come up for you, Love Tribe. I'm getting a lot of a good feeling about this connection. I feel like maybe it's been a bit rocky because of the that having to open up with someone new, and just being able to reveal themselves to you. I feel like they've have struggled with that, and they might not have done that in the past, and now they're feeling like, wow, this is someone, you're on my mind all the time, and I just want to come clean to you about the way I've been feeling, or maybe the actions I've taken, or what I've done. And I feel like they want to overcome this situation and be a better person for you. So that's what I'm getting from that they are actually thinking about that. So let's keep going. Another card did pop up. The next card that came up was protected. I will always protect you, my love, even we are together or not at this time. My higher self is always with you. I will always protect you and the love we share. I will keep boundaries around my heart that only you can cross that. Wow, protected. See? This is what I'm talking about, love tribe. So this person is seriously thinking, they've seriously had some time to think about their feelings, to think about, how they see you and how, what they want with you, what their intentions are. They've had time to actually really sit in that and take accountability for maybe the actions that they didn't do or maybe the actions that they did do. So even not being able to be open and vulnerable enough, they've had I feel like they've thought about that and they're thinking, I don't want to lose this person. I need to make it right. We need to make it right. So I feel like this person wants to come and they want to talk with you. They want to express themselves, open their heart. I'm getting that information from them. I'm getting that, not information, what I'm talking about. I'm getting that feeling. I'm really getting that feeling, love tribe. So yeah, so that's what came up. I did go to my advice deck to see what kind of advice can we give for this situation for pile one. So let's keep going. Remember, again, pile one, please just use your intuition in this situation. Use your intuition. You know how your situation is. You understand the person that you're with. Use your discernment when you're kind of thinking through, is this person really serious about, what they're saying? Does their actions align with their words? You know, are they really making the time? Are they being vulnerable? Are they opening up to me? So really consider those things when you have these deep conversations. So the advice that came up, which was two cards that came out of the deck actually, is I've got here support system. So it says discuss how each of you can support the other better. So this one I really think is a good one because it's again being able to talk with each other and see, okay, I understand you have commitment issues. What is it? What is it that we can do together, or what can I do to support you in making you feel comfortable? Is there things that I'm doing that makes you feel insecure? What is it? Am I saying the wrong things to you? Is there triggers? Do you have triggers that, if I say this or do that, you kind of react to it negatively? What is it? And again, it's, for them having, being able to then come to you as well and see what is it what are your triggers? What do you like? What you don't like? How can they support you? How can we help build each other up? Yeah, because I feel like this person really wants, to make a life with you, but they have those issues where maybe they've not been able to like speak about their emotions or anything like that. So again, it's about being each other's support system and strengthening your connection. You know what I mean? Like through that, you strengthen your connection. So yeah, and I'll keep going as well because there was one last card that came up. So the next card that came up was boundaries in dating. Establish personal boundaries for dating. So in this sense, for part one, I would say again it goes in alignment with support system. So then again, it's just talking about your boundaries. What are your triggers? Why is it that when we had this disagreement, why did you react in that way? Does that make sense? Are we talking at each other or with each other? Do we listen to react or listen to understand? What is it that we're doing and what can we make different? How can we improve how we communicate with one another? How can we improve how we, how we just go about life really with each other? Does that make sense, Love Tribe? Please let me know in the comment section if that made sense. But yes, that is it for pile one. Love Tribe, thank you so much for listening so far. But that is it for pile one. So please, 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 Love Tribe, please remember to take what resonates with you and leave the rest. We are not trying to make it fit where it does not belong. Okay, Love Tribe. And yeah, so now we're going on to pile two. So please, love tribe, if you did pick pile one, if you'd like to stay on for pile two, then that's absolutely fine as well. And yeah, maybe you might see a message that's you're meant to see, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. It made sense in my head. But yeah, if there's a message in there for you, it will find you. Basically, what I'm trying to say. Right. Sorry, my camera just keeps going out of focus. Perfect. Right, so the first card that came out is, let's see. Do you still think about me? Do you still want me? Do you still love me? I need to know if I should move on. I'm hurting. Wow. So I'm getting a lot there. I'm getting a lot. I'm getting maybe this person feels like their love's being neglected. It could be that maybe busy lives. Let's put it that way. Busy lives. Or it could be they're feeling like you've become more distant, or maybe other things have taken over to the point where they feel like they don't really feel secure in the connection. They It could even be a past. I feel like it's a past, someone in the past lover, past connection, where they're probably thinking, do you still think about me? Do you still want me? Like, I need to know, like, should I move on? I'm hurting. Maybe they've had a hard time moving on after the connection broke down. So I'm also getting that coming through as well. But yeah, I feel like it could be you're probably in a connection with this person now, and they just don't know where they stand with you. They're feeling like, are you interested or not? Do you still want this? I'm doing everything. I'm trying my best, and I just feel like it's not landing well. And or it could be a past relationship or past connection, should I say, where they kind of, you broke up, but at the same time they never fully gotten over you, and they're thinking, is there still a chance there? Okay, let's keep going. So the next card that came up is, I don't care what people think anymore. I've been given bad advice. I'm listening to my intuition. I know you are the one. So again, it could be that where they have also been a past, I'm getting past lover here as well, where they've again, advice has been given from people outside of the connection, which probably impacted the connection with you negatively, and it's kind of caused this breakup where they're feeling like, do you still want me? They can't get over you, they still want you, but at the same time, it outside sources have gotten in between the connection with you and this person, and now they're thinking, I'm using my own intuition, I don't care. So I'm also getting that as well, where past people from outside have gotten involved. Maybe they've gone to get advice of people or friends or family, whoever it was, but whatever it, they might have misinterpreted what advice they were given, or maybe they were given bad advice, and that had impacted your relationship with this person. So that's another thing that I'm also getting as well. But then it could be someone you're currently with as well. And again, outside people have gotten involved and maybe giving you advice or giving you their opinion of how, this person is. And it's kind of distorted your viewpoint on them. And they're feeling like, okay, what is it? Do you not want me? What is it? I don't, you know what I mean? So I'm also getting that coming through as well. Right. So Love Tribe. The next card that came up is, I've got here, the passion is too much. The passion is too much. So I feel like, again, this person feels very strongly about you. They just don't know where they stand, or they don't know how to approach you. But I am getting that this person is actually very much got a lot of passion for you. Let's put it that way. They can't stop thinking about you. You're constantly on their mind, and they're struggling with that. They're really struggling with that. So that's what I'm getting. And they just don't know, do you want me or not? Do you want me? Like, I need you, I need you. And I'm getting that desperation coming through as well. So they're quite desperate for your attention. Let's keep going though. Let's keep going. But let me know in the comment section, Love Tribe, if it is something where you are experiencing any of these things that I am saying. But I do feel like this person, there's a lot of passion there for you. They just probably don't know where they stand. Again, like I said, negative influences from outside can also impact that, and impact the connection. And it's kind of just been a rocky road for the both of you. Right, let's keep going. Okay, so it says the heat between us is intense. The heat between us is intense. So when I view this, I see this as, or should I say, I feel this is the conflict. It could be conflict where everything's just very heightened. It gets very heated between you both. There can also be that strong attraction. So although you might be having issues in the connection, or it's someone in your past where you've had a disagreement with them and you just decided, look, I don't want this, or you kind of, your viewpoint on them has changed. I'm getting it's quite intense. So the emotions behind all of this, all of your actions between you both are very intense. Does that make sense? Let me know if that makes sense. But I'm getting that. Maybe it's very hard to communicate because of like both your emotions are quite intense. You both know what you want. You know what you want with this connection, or you know what you don't want in this connection, and they know what they want. But then again, it's that communication barrier there, which I feel is coming through. And the next card I did ask, is there any blockages in this connection? So Love Tribe, if you did pick pile 2, this is the card that came out. Procrastination, or procrastinate, should I say. Don't make someone wait around too long. They may give up on you. So this is the thing here, Love Tribe. If this is the case with you, I feel like this person is seriously trying to get into contact with you. They're seriously trying to they know what they've done. They want to come clean. They want to get, be vulnerable with you. They want to show you their, how they're feeling. And I feel like, Love Tribe, this message has come out for you, if that makes sense. Maybe you're procrastinating about your thoughts, or your, should I say, your feelings on this person, where it's like they're hanging on, but at the same time you're probably feeling like, I don't know, should I give this person a chance, should I hear this person out, I really don't know what to do with this. And I'm getting that feeling. But the thing is, what I feel this card is saying is, if you make them wait too long, then they will give up. So there is a potential for this connection to actually prosper, but it just depends on how much work you both want to put in it. So, however, even though this person might be putting in a lot of work to try and get into contact with you and try to, be emotionally available to you, if you are not willing to listen or willing to hear this person out or give the connection a chance, then eventually they will give out and it will all fizzle out. Does that make sense? Let me know, Love Tribe. Again, I did ask for another question to come up. Blockage. I don't know what's going on tonight, but yeah, blockage. The next card that came up is walking away. You leave too quickly when things get challenging. Stay and try to work it out. See, this is what I'm saying, Love Tribe. I feel like this card has come up because I feel like there is a chance. There is, if you both come together, sit down and actually talk about your emotions and how you feel, I really do feel like this connection can actually develop further. Again, like I said, when you go back, it's about, do you still want me? Do you still, do you still think about me? They need to know they're hurting, they can't move on. I don't care what people think anymore. I've been given bad advice. I'm listening to my intuition. I know you are the one. The passion is too much. Let's think about it. The heat between us is intense. procrastinate. Don't make someone wait around too long. They may give up on you. Walking away, you leave too quickly when things get challenging. Stay and try to work it out. It flows, doesn't it, Love Tribe? It flows. Let me know if it flows. Let me know if this resonates with you. You know, so maybe, like I said earlier, it could be there was some kind of breakdown in the connection. And I feel like, again, as it was said here, outside sources were involved again, and I'm getting that feeling through as well. But it just feels like if you both were to kind of knuckle down and actually sit and talk with each other about your feelings, I do feel like this situation can be something that can develop. And I feel like maybe this person as well probably got challenged and feel like they feel to run. Does that make sense? Maybe they've heard something and they just fled. It could be that, oh, things are getting serious. Do you know what I mean? You know, some people, they hear things are getting serious and all of a sudden they just frighten and they think like, oh no, I need to get out. Where's the door? Do you know what I mean? Like, you get the people like jitters, wedding day, you get to the altar, oh no, I can't do it, man, I'm running. And I feel like it could be one of them situations. Maybe someone said something like, oh yeah, I don't see you by yourself anymore. Every time I see you, I see the other person. And they're thinking, what the hell is this? Like, like this is getting too much. You know what I mean? I'm getting scared. Like, it's getting serious. Like, I feel like it's that kind of situation as well. And it could be both ways. But I feel like this person must have been like, you know what I mean? Like, getting information and they're thinking, then they've had time to think about, what is it that I want? You know what I mean? I'm getting older. I'm not getting any younger. What is it that I want? I have to be serious about my life. I've got to be serious about my connections. If I've met someone good, I need to like be serious and come correct. Does that make sense, Love Tribe? Now, I did ask the cards as well if there was any other messages. And the next card that came up is, I've got here, time apart. This time apart is giving both of us an opportunity to work on ourselves and be the best version. I need to retreat a bit until I get over what is bothering me. I don't want you to see me like this. I am protecting you from my dark shadow side. I feel like this person has had this time already. Let's face it. I feel like this person had this time already. They know what they need to do. That's what I'm getting from this. I feel like this person knows what they needed to do. And they probably have done it already. Because I'm feeling like they know what the problem is. They know that they need to work on something. You can't keep running every time someone says something that gives you like a bit of a reality check. Does that make sense? And I feel like this possibly is one of the main issues in this connection or this past connection, because I'm getting a bit of both. I feel like for some of you, Love Tribe, it is a current connection, and for some it's a past connection. So I'm getting kind of multiple mixed feelings on this, if that makes sense. Time apart for the past connection, I feel like again this person could be making their way back, but they're not sure if you still want them. But they've had time to think about what they've done in their connection, what they could do better, that self-growth. They've had time to actually really look into themselves and work on themselves, and they just don't know if you would take them back. So I'm getting that as well. But also for the current connections, should I say, I'm also getting that. But then again, I'm feeling like the card says, maybe it is going to that point where you have had time apart, or you needed that time apart, and they've had that time to really think. And even if you're in the same household, but you're in separate rooms, if that makes sense, and your time apart like that, maybe this person might be on the couch, they might be in the next room. They've had that time to really think deep, like, I don't like this, I need to fix up. And I'm also getting that energy as well from the cards. Let me know if I make any sense, Love Tribe. If I'm babbling on too much, let me know. But that's what's coming through to me as well. I did ask the cards for some advice, And the advice that came up is trust building activities. Engage in an activity that requires teamwork. Again, this is being vulnerable. This is about being vulnerable with another, being able to lean on each other, being able to build that trust back up again. Because don't forget, as the card said earlier, there's been some outside sources where maybe people have gotten involved, they've said certain things, or you know what I mean, or and then the person's kind of taken that on, and they're feeling like, oh no, and things have just gone left with you both. That makes sense. This again is just building that trust. That you both need to learn to build that trust up with one another. Be able to confide in each other. Trust. Okay, my actions align with my words. I'm. Trust that what you do from this day forward is to benefit the relationship you have with each other. There shouldn't be outside influences, you know, no outside influences should really interfere with the connection you have if the connection is good. Do you know what I mean? Like, fair enough if you're in danger, I understand, but if it's something where the person actually does mean you well and you mean that person well, then who is it that's coming in and disturbing that peace? You know what I mean? No one should be able to do that. Just does that make sense? If anything, the people around you should be there to support you. They should be there for support, not to feed negative narratives into your head, or how they view, maybe your relationship might be, or your connection with each other was really good, and some people can be jealous. Let's put it that way. Some people can be jealous, and sometimes it doesn't even matter if it's a friend or family. It could be anyone. Does that make sense? So again, it's about building that trust with each other to understand, okay, you are my partner, you're each other's partners, but you can trust on each other, and you don't let outside noises interfere with that. Does that make sense? So again, like, go out, do some activities that kind of help bring you both together. You kind of work as a team to kind of navigate, you know or problem solve, if that makes sense, certain activities. Then again, that also transfers in your connection, because if you're able to problem solve on an activity, then you can conquer anything together. Does that make sense? Because you're on the same page. Does that make sense? You both have the same goals. You both are taking the same route to get to where you need to be, without any zigzags or XYZs or whatever it's called. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. That is the one. And you will be able to strengthen the connection. Does that make sense, Love Tribe? I hope it does. But yes, that is it for pile 2, Love Tribe. I hope you enjoyed the reading, and thank you for staying this far as well. We are now going on to pile 3, but before I get, please, Love Tribe, again, I have to say this after every reading just to make sure that please just take what resonates with you. Do not take anything else. If it doesn't resonate, leave it alone. Okay. Right, so we're going on to pile 3. So here we go. Pile 3. Sorry, my camera just keeps going in and out of focus. I'm using a different camera today. But so let's continue. The first card that came out for pile 3 is, I've been putting on a front. My life is not what it seems on the outside. Wow. I've been putting on a front. My life is not what it seems on the outside. So I feel like this person has not been 100% with you about how they present themselves to you. Maybe they have done things to capture your eye, or they might have pretended that they had this or they had that, or they had more than what they have. And maybe I feel like things are getting a bit serious, and they're feeling like, oh, I have to be honest. I have to come clean and say, look, I don't have much, if that makes sense. But then they could have been playing around, and it could be the complete opposite, where they have nothing. They act like they have nothing and they have a lot. Does that make sense? And they're feeling like, oh, well, I need to come clean because things are getting serious, and I need to say, look, I've been putting on the front, this is not who I am. So, and maybe I feel like in this connection as well, you've probably questioned a lot of their things or a lot of actions they've done, or you've noticed little things where it's like, okay, you can't say this and next thing you're doing that. Or how come you told me this like last week, but at the same time, you're able to do this now? So that it doesn't make sense, make that make sense. Does that make sense? Love tribe. But yeah, I'm getting that kind of feeling like, it's like, huh, two sides of the same coin kind of thing. Does that make sense? Playing two sides. I don't know if that makes sense. I just got Shensia's song in my head. But let's keep going on. And you just need some more clarification on this as well. So the next card that came up was, this was a hard lesson I needed to learn. I was out of control. So you've probably said, look, mate, what is this? Like, you can't be saying one thing and doing the other. So that doesn't make sense. You're not saying, you're not who you say you are. Like, who are you? Does that make sense? I'm feeling that you was feeling that way. So yeah, I'm feeling that this person has had to learn the hard way. And I think the hard way was losing you, or the potential of losing you, potentially losing you. And I feel like they're thinking, nah, this is ridiculous, this is out of control. Maybe it's something they've done, in the past, again, like through social media. A lot of us tend to put up things that don't really truly reflect who we are or the life we live. And I'm feeling like maybe this was that type of person where what they put out, they like to control the narrative in that sense, and put out a version of themselves or an idea of themselves, of who they are to other people, but not really ever really revealing their true selves. And I feel like in this situation, or this connection, should I say, you have had a glimpse into who they actually are, and you've noticed there's little patterns where you've kind of fallen out of character. Does that make sense? Where you're feeling that way about them, like, okay, this is outside of character. What is this? And they're having to like retract back and say, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Does that make sense? Like you've kind of misunderstood something, or does that make sense, Love Tribe? So yeah, I really do feel like they've had an awakening. That awakening has been, you have made them feel like, I see you for who you are. I don't think you're being honest with me. There's something, you say this, but you do another thing, or you've said that and, it hasn't come to pass, or, there's something that's not right. Or maybe the way you present yourself on, it could be a current situation, current connection, and it's the way they present themselves outside doesn't match the way they are inside with you. Does that make sense? Right, let's keep going. So another card that came up is, I want to be different. I want to be different. So I feel like this person seriously has been shaken up by the potential or the thought of losing you. And I feel like in this situation, you've made it very clear. You've made it very clear to them that I'm not messing about here. I can't continue to maybe carry on with someone who's not being their authentic self. I feel like maybe you've given them that, you've said that to them, you've questioned their actions, you've questioned their stories. Maybe they told you one thing a while ago, if that makes sense, and then recently they've told you the same story but it's told differently, and you're thinking, wait, hold on a second, that's not what you told me last week. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm getting that kind of feeling, and they clocked it. They understand. Sorry, I won't use clocked. They see it. They understand. They feel it. They're thinking, I don't want to mess up. Like, I need to come clean. I want to be different. I don't want to carry on this way because I want things to work with you. I need to stop. And I feel like they are actually being accountable for their actions, or the things they've said or done in the connection, or the way they pose themselves outside with their friends, or maybe the way they pose themselves on social media. They might, they realize, oh, I'm different in every scenario. I'm different, and you're clocking that. That you're noticing that about me, and I need to, come clean and say, look, like, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to be different. I want to be me. Does that make sense, Love Tribe? Let me know if you know what I mean. So that's what I'm getting from it. Like, they are learning a hard lesson. But yeah, I am getting that feeling where maybe you've just said, look, I can't take this. I've had enough. You can't keep posing like this with me in the house, and then outside you're someone completely different. Or, on social media you put out things that don't represent you, or they're not really you. You're just not being yourself. And, I feel like in this connection you probably questioned where you stood with them, because you're questioning, are you authentic with me? What is it? Does that make sense? So I'm getting that feeling coming through. Let's keep going, Love Tribe, to see what else came up. Oh, look. So I've got here, life without you is hopeless, dark, and depressing. Depressing, sorry. I miss your light. So they obviously struggling with this. They're struggling with their current situation, what they've had to deal with in terms of not being with you, or you maybe taking time out and saying, well, look, we need a break. But I feel like they're starting to see, look, I can't continue like this, because this one's the real one and I don't want to mess things up. I need to be my authentic self. You did bring a lot of light. Maybe it was very positive. He's thinking of, so I don't know why I said that. They are thinking that you are very, you bring positivity, you brought light into their life. And now they've had that experience of knowing life without you in it, and they can't take it. And it's like, no, I don't like this feeling. Like I said, it could have been a short break, it could be a long break, it could be an ex, it could be someone that you're, currently with, and they kind of had that awakening where they're feeling, look, you are the light. You are the light to my darkness. I can't do this anymore. I need to come correct. I need to be me. I need to be my authentic self. Let's keep going with the cards to see what else came up. So here it says here, the way I have treated you was wrong. The way I have treated you was wrong. So I'm getting that feeling. In terms of, you might have been feeling like you are like 10 different people. When you're at home, you're different with me. When you're outside, you're different. When you're with your friends, you're different. When you're online, you're just different everywhere. You've just got all these different personalities, and it's not adding up for me. I want you to be you. I want you to be authentic. And they're feeling like, you know what? The way I treated you was wrong. And I feel like they feel that. I'm getting that energy from the card, that they are realizing that. To be honest with you, I feel like I was getting that energy from the beginning. Like, they're realizing this behavior cannot continue. I need to be myself. I need to stop this front, or this show that I'm giving everybody, because it's affecting our connection, or the connection I've had with you, negatively. And that's the last thing I wanted. The last thing I wanted to happen was to lose you. And I'm getting that information coming through as well. I really am. But let's keep going. The next card that came up, because I did ask if there's any blockages in this, in for pile 3. The next card that came up is too soon. You get too serious too soon. Get to know each other before committing fully. So, again, I feel like this comes down to them not being their authentic self. Maybe like they've gone into the connection with you, and things have gotten serious really quickly, but their behavior doesn't match what they've been telling you or what they've sold you. So maybe over the period of time of getting to know each other, they have had this like show, I don't know what's the word, showmanship, is that the right word, where they've just been putting an act on. Or maybe they weren't even putting an act, but maybe it just comes across that way because the way they act with other people is different, and it comes across as, who are you, who are you acting, are you acting with me now or not? And I feel like this card has come up for them to get to know, take time, don't rush into anything, but also be your authentic self. You know, allow that person to get to know you. Just don't just go by. Don't think, oh, appearance is not everything. And I feel like they're having to realize that. They're realizing that now. It's not about the appearance. You know, it's nothing like that. It's not about the outside. It's about your what you feel inside, who you truly are, and allowing that to shine through. So they are. I think this is a good, a card that has come up for them to actually change the way they see things, change the way they do things. The people pleasing. I feel like there's a people pleasing that's come through. I feel there's a lot of people pleasing in this connection where they've, again, it's about showing different fronts, different faces to different people, always having to please others, keep pleasing. You're not really being your authentic self. So, oh, that I think that is a good card that has come up, just for them to realize how much they kind of block their own blessings by not, you know, not taking time to actually get to know people and show their true self. They kind of block a lot of their blessings, and I feel like one of these blessings is actually the connection they have with you as well. They're not, they're realizing that me doing this has hindered the connection we have. Again, I did ask for more information on this on pile 3. So the next card that came up is communication. I need to talk to you and feel you close. I want to reach out to you. Please be open to receiving communication from me soon. Your response will encourage me greatly, and I will be waiting to hear back from you. Look at that. I feel like this person has really thought about the way they do things. They've really thought about the impact it had on you, and again, the repercussions they've had to deal with because of the way they've been carrying on, and risking that connection, that not having you around has made them feel like they had to take that time to actually sit in that emotions and really take accountability and really look at what they've been doing, how they've been coasting through life. Because let's face it, you're not really living, you're just coasting. Because if you're always having to live up to other people's expectations, then you're not really, really living and experiencing life properly. So does that make sense, Love Tribe? If you're always kind of focused on your image, on how I need to look this way for this person, I need to look this way for that, it's exhausting. Don't you think? It's tiring. Like, who's got time for that? Like, every second, you go down the street, oh shit, there's I can't think of a name right now. There's Lisa. Oh, put this cap on, put my cap on, the one that Lisa knows. You know what I mean? And then you go down to the next place and yeah, oh look, I've got to switch up again. Like, that's just exhausting. But it's also exhausting for the person you're with, because they're having to watch this show happen or unfold, and they know you, like, this ain't really you. What are you doing? Does that make sense? So I think this is a really good one that's come up as well. It's about, just reconnecting with yourself again. Just being yourself. If people don't like that, then that's tough. Does that make sense? It doesn't matter. Like, just love yourself. Learn to love yourself better. Does that make sense? And just be your authentic self. That's it. Because again, it will work well. It will work in your favor, especially for your connection. Anyway, I'll keep going. I feel like I've just babbled on a little bit, but so the next card that came up, because I did ask, is there any advice, for pile 3? And the advice that came up, there was a couple of cards that dropped out actually. The first one is attracting healthy relationships. Write down qualities you seek in a partner. So again, I feel like this is one of those things. This person is not only attracting, writing what you feel, like, what qualities that you seek in a partner, but it's also giving them that viewpoint on, if this is what you seek in a partner, yeah, do you bring that to the table? You know, are you bringing the same thing to the table? What are your mannerisms? Does that make sense? What kind of qualities do you have that you bring to the table to warrant those in a partner? Does that make sense? It's again, they're having to look at, it's kind of, you're kind of reassessing yourself at the same time. Does that make sense, Love Tribe? Let me know if that makes sense. Because the way I see it, again, it's like, if you want to attract a certain type of person or anything in life, if there's anything you want to attract in life, you have to put yourself in the position to be able to attract that. You cannot be trying to attract certain things, but you're doing something that counteracts it. It won't work. It won't work. It's about really tapping into those, what is it that I'm going to do about myself that I would like to see in someone else? Does that make sense? So that's what I feel like this is about. I feel like, again, this is about being able to talk about the qualities that you seek in each other, being able, and they've had this time to kind of think about what it is that they're missing in the connection that they had with you. Again, they've let their image or whatever it was take over, and now again it's just really reassessing the qualities that they bring to the table and what they want, what they feel like they should have needs to be a reflection of themselves as well. Does that make sense, Love Tribe? So it's a good practice to have, for both of you to be able to say, okay, what qualities that you want in each other, and how do I reflect those same qualities that I'm asking for? Does that make sense? And therefore, you can, that's the only way you could, to me, that's how you become better for each other as well. But let's keep going. Another one that came up was nostalgia. So recall a favourite memory you have together. A favourite memory you have together. That's another good one. Because not only will you be talking about the qualities you have together, it's again, I feel like this has come up just to help to reconnect. So Love Child, if you do feel like you are in this situation and you are thinking about, do I reconnect with this person? Do I give this person another chance? I feel like this is another way of you kind of, I don't want to use the word vetting, but it's a kind of it's a kind of a way for you to work out, is this person really, do they really mean what they're saying? Are their actions kind of showing that? So again, that's being able to communicate with me. Are you able to talk deeply with me and open up and really tell me about what it is that was going on? What qualities do you bring to the table? What qualities do I have to bring to the table? What do I have in terms of my expectations? But also, it's again going down memory lane, thinking about, what did this person like? How did I feel with this person? What was it that we had together that I can actually say, oh, this was amazing, and I miss those days. And from that, I can see that you are a good person deep down. Does that make sense? How can you now just start thinking about, I feel like this card has come up just again for you to be able to use your intuition. Start thinking about what it is that made you both, connect, and how can you continue to build on that? What qualities was there? Did we lose those qualities? Did we lose track of these things? Did outside things get involved, so we kind of lost track of everything? And then it's about rebuilding on that, rebuilding from that. Does that make sense, Love Tribe? So I do feel like for all three powers, they're not really bad readings actually. I feel like they all three have the potential to become better, or to reignite. Does that make sense? Depending on how you feel. But I feel like in all three piles, the energy that I was getting from them were people that they know they've done wrong, they've had time to sit and think about it, and they really want to reconnect or make things better, and they, they fear of there's a fear of losing you. That's what I'm getting from all three piles. But yeah, that is it today, Love Tribe. That is it. um Thank you for watching. If you stayed on for the whole video, or if you're just here for pile 3, thank you again. Thank you for watching. Please, 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 Love Tribe, please remember to only take what resonates. It's okay if nothing, like not all of it resonated. That's absolutely okay. Just as long as you take what you need from the video, or from pile 3 or 2 or 1. But yeah, that's it today. That is it, lovelies. So thank you for joining me today on Love Talks with Shan. I hope you found inspiration and insight in today's video. Please remember to take what resonates with you and leave the rest. And if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and share it. Yes, and don't forget to leave the comments in the comment sections below. I love reading those. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode. Until next time, remember to embrace the beauty of love in all its forms. Bye.